What's up, everybody? And today we're going to be looking at The Crackpet Show, developed by Vixa Games. Now, The Crackpet Show is an action-packed roguelike shoot-'em-up about mutated animals that fight in a bizarre TV show, crushing their opponents with a variety of weapons. Choose your bestie, gear up, and go kill enemies in the name of fame and those sweet, sweet sponsorship deals. Now, if I had to kind of limit what the Crackpet Show is, think of like Happy Tree Friends and Battle Blocks Theater. You were in that weird little realm is what it is. And in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, I really wasn't feeling it, but progressing through each of the stages and finding more weapons and finding more upgrades, I really started to fall in love with this game. Now, it can be played up to 4 people, but that seems to be only through the Steam Link co-op play, which I can't really do. My internet is not the best, so I never could actually play like that. But that does not mean the game is still not fun on single player. There is a lot of RNG, and I know a lot of people love roguelikes like that. Now, essentially what you will do is you will go through each individual level that you can select up to 2, 3, 4 different paths that you can always go with that all have different types of scenarios. Some that are just normal attacking, some that are more like a perk system where you can get new weapons or go to the store, stuff like that, to where you can plan out how you're going to go up the board before you kind of reach the main boss. And there is a lot of variety in the game when it comes to weapons, upgrades, or the items that you have to use. Many of the guns all feel extremely unique and fun to play with. The upgrades that can go onto it can boost you and your friends, or it can boost the gun that you have yourself or the item that you use. Then you have the items, which all have these different types of abilities. Some that are bombs, some that'll heal you, some that will kind of distract the enemies from attacking you, making each playthrough really feel quite unique and have different types of outcomes each time you play, which is great for the RNG and can sometimes be a little bit of a hindrance, especially when you get a horrible gun right off the bat and then you end up dying and, hey, let's repeat this process again. Luckily, there are some assistants. As you play through the show, you end up earning fame tokens. Now, these fame tokens can be used in the lobby, so what you do is you end up having 2 randomly selected perks or weapons that you can choose whatever coin you want to upgrade this weapon or this perk on. You also, as you defeat bosses, end up winning trophies. Now, these trophies can be used in the lobby as well, but for sponsorships. Now, these sponsorships can increase your weapon damage. They can decrease the price of items in the shop. They can also weaken enemies. So there's a lot of variety, and you can always change these sponsorships. You don't have to stick with one, so you don't have a permanent selection. You can always just take one away, add another one, take one away, stuff like that. So it kind of keeps you able to readjust, especially when it comes down to each show that you have to go through, because each show is individually different. They add new enemies. They also add little side bosses from the previous bosses you fought. So it does help out to allow you to end up changing the sponsorships to give you that leg up that you need to get through the show. Now, of course, I'm going to have to kind of poke out the negatives here. One of them, of course, being that the game online capabilities really is just through the streaming version of Steam. Now, I'm not quite sure how well it works on other people's things, but I kind of noticed that there's input lag, especially when somebody's trying to play from a different one. It's just really complicated to have a normal co-op type game play through that way. And this is, of course, in early access, so maybe this will change. Hopefully they'll get dedicated servers so people can play with their friends, or to be honest, even with random players, because that would make the competition fun as well. The next big thing that I was not really a fan of, and I wish they would kind of change a little bit, is the mechanics of which you go about shooting. Now, the shooting mechanics in here are auto-aimed. It just selects the nearest opponent that you can kill or fire upon, and it just auto-locks to it. You can also fire, but you can't move at the same time. I feel like that these mechanics really could have been changed to more of a isometric point in the general direction to kind of aim, which would have made the game a little bit more complex and a lot more fun, especially being able to move while you're trying to dodge and fire all these bullet hells, because that's essentially what this game is, especially in the boss levels and even in the later shows, where it really does turn into a bullet hell, and not being able to fire because you're having to move really kind of hinders the game flow, at least for me. Maybe some people like that, but I just felt like it was kind of bogging me down and making a level slower than probably what it should have been. So really, in my opinion, if we could kind of change it from the can't move and fire to Or even just put in a perk, I guess, to where you can fire and shoot or move and shoot at the same time. That would be a good addition. But just this constant, I have to stand still to fire, but at the same time dodge about 50 million red little pellets all over the place, it really kind of just puts me in a bad mood. Not bad mood, it just makes the game bog down. Do something like a Binding of Isaac, please. But I'm glad I ran into this game. I found it and I wanted to review it because it only has 146 reviews and it's been out since December 16th, so well over 15 days now. This is a sleeper game. It's got a lot of fun, a lot of potential into it for friends, for YouTubers, for streamers to all come together and just have some bullet hell fun with cute, psychotic-looking animals. That's basically all it is. And with it being in early access, there's plenty of things that can be added onto it. New levels, new enemies, new weapons, everything. And even though it's in early access, don't be scared. It's an extremely polished already game. They could have released it as it is right now and then just did little excess packs. And that would have been honestly just fine with me. So, I want to thank you guys so much for listening to the ramblings of a madman. This one's a little different than what I normally do. I didn't have time to write a script, so this is just all off the cuff. I hope I was kind of clear and concise for you guys to understand. If you liked the video, it lets me know if I'm doing something right. Please leave a like and subscribe if you're new. And hey, if you're looking for more roguelike type games, we have Curse of the Dead Gods right here, and we also have a little asymmetric game that's still not getting a whole lot of love. It's Fallen Angel. That is a fantastic game. There's 2 reviews right there you can also check out. So, like always, guys, have fun, play on. That's not my normal saying. But like always, guys, I'll see you in the next video, and have fun. What you doing, puppy?